of food fast. Would you survive without food for days, weeks, even months? The smart folks are buying emergency food now. Take a moment to shop MyPatriotSupply.com. We're America's leader in preparedness. With over a dozen years' experience, My Patriot Supply has earned over 40,000 4-star and 5-star reviews. Our delicious, calorie-rich food averages 2,000 calories per day and lasts in storage up to 25 years, so it's there when you need it. Go to MyPatriotSupply.com, order a kit or two, and we'll ship quickly and discreetly to your door. Don't wait for something bad to happen again. Rather, be more self-reliant and prepared. Go to MyPatriotSupply.com. MyPatriotSupply.com.
Are you wasting time boxing up packages and going to the post office or the UPS store? Are you tired of not knowing what you'll pay when you get there? Just Ship offers pickup service and flat rate packaging and postage rates, which takes the guesswork out of shipping while saving you time and money. So quit wasting valuable time and money. Call or text Just Ship at 352-234-3840. That's 352-234-3840. Just Shipped.
Oh, hey, Grandpa.
Oh, hey, Grandpa. Hey, Grandpa.
Yes, buddy?
Can you take me fishing this weekend?
I'd love to.
Have you noticed a change in your hearing over the years? Missing the little things in life? Visit Beneficial Hearing in Ocala today. Their expert team of audiologists will make sure you never miss a moment. Call Beneficial Hearing today at 352-629-4418 or visit them online, beneficialhearing.com.
Say, have you noticed a new ad for Bob Wine's Camellia Gardens? Well, we've updated our name just a bit so that you know all the stuff we do. It's Bob Wine's Camellia Gardens Nursery, Garden Center, and Landscaping. We do it all, and we do it right, on time, for the right price. More than just a camellia garden. So check this week's ad for great deals like these. A truckload sale on citrus, huge selection, just $59.99, and get a free bag of fertilizer. A BOGO, buy one, get one free on all Alamanda bushes. Also a BOGO on popular drift roses, buy one, get one free. And of course, you always get a second tree for half price when you buy one at Bob's super low price. It's Bob Wine's Camellia Gardens Nursery, Garden Center, and Landscaping. Southeast 38th Street, Ocala, daily till 4:30, Saturdays till 3:30, in the same place since 1952.
Each morning, we wake up thankful to live in a free nation with liberty and justice for all. But sometimes those liberties can be put in jeopardy, and you may have questions about what to do or who to call. Let Doc Blanchard of Blanchard, Miriam, Adele, and Kirkland help you find the answers. Attorneys at law since 1974 and located in downtown Ocala. If you have legal issues, don't go it alone. Call 352-732-7218. Blanchard, Miriam, Adele, and Kirkland, helping protect your liberties every day.
Think you know Dex Imaging? Think again. In the office, streamlining communications. In the field, delivering top-notch service, enhancing productivity, and reducing downtime. In the data center, a part of the growing digital document revolution. In the world of business, supporting entrepreneurs and helping companies grow. In the forefront of technology, developing cutting-edge document management solutions. So if you think you know Dex Imaging, you don't know Dex.
Now you did it. Are you completely insane? He's back. He, who must not be named. The man, the myth, the only guy in Ocala to eat his own weight in fried pickles. Twice. Now, you asked for it. Sorta. Live and in person. It's Tom Schmitz.
Welcome back to Ocala Talks on a Wednesday. It's time to switch gears from talking about sports for a minute and talk about something serious. When about 1 million people are hospitalized in this country every year with chronic heart failure, that's nearly 2 hospitalizations every minute. You heard that, every minute. And as the pandemic continues, it's more important than ever for people living with heart failure to actively manage their condition to help reduce the risk of being admitted to the hospital. Here to discuss what everyone needs to know about heart failure is cardiac nurse practitioner Beth Davidson, along with Kim, who is living with heart failure. Good morning to both of you.
Good morning, Tom.
Good morning,
Tom.
Good morning. I know a little bit about this. My mother died. She died from complications of COPD, and she died of congestive heart failure. So my family has walked a mile right here in a heart failure shoe, but this may not be chronic heart failure. I don't know the difference between chronic heart failure and what my mother suffered from. But when you talk about chronic heart failure, Beth Davidson, I know that your heart is the pump that keeps your brain alive and keeps your body alive. So it's a serious condition.
It is a serious condition. You're right, Tom. It's a chronic condition. It's a progressive condition. And essentially what happens is the heart can't pump normally. It can change in structure. It can change in function. And you can't get enough blood to all your organs. And as you've probably seen with your mother, this can be a challenging road, ending up with these patients coming in and out of the hospital quite frequently with fluid accumulation. They'll get swelling in their hands, their ankles, their feet, their abdomen. They're short of breath. They're tired. So they have to come into the hospital for therapies and medications to get rid of that fluid. And hospitalizations can happen frequently. We can bring someone into the hospital, make them feel better, send them home, and 25% of those patients will come back into the hospital within a month for that same problem. So as you can imagine, and as you've probably lived, it's quite challenging for patients and their caregivers. And especially right now, with coronavirus, we're already hospitals and healthcare systems are overburdened. We're trying to keep people out of the hospital anyway. So we definitely want to minimize additional risk to these patients.
My sister was my mother's caregiver, and believe me, she tried everything she could to keep her out of the hospital because it's not something you want to do. You don't want the revolving door of the hospital with chronic heart failure. Kim, tell us about your diagnosis and your experience with heart failure.
At the age of 32, I developed a cough and started having trouble sleeping. I could not lay flat. I went to the doctor several times. They said it was allergies, pneumonia, various different things. Finally, after 6 months, they sent me to a lung specialist who admitted me into the hospital. When I got to the hospital, I slipped into a coma for 3 days and spent the next 46 days in the hospital. Before I left, they told me I was in heart failure due to myocarditis and that I had 5 years to live. And I'm proud to say that 23 years later, I'm still here.
Woohoo! Congratulations. Let's talk for a minute, Beth, about how people can manage heart failure. I mean, you think about that, but during COVID-19, with everybody, restricted to home and everything, managing your heart failure and managing your heart health is even more important now. So how can people manage their heart failure? And what are you telling patients to do right now during the pandemic?
Sure, that's a great question. And what we always try to encourage patients is for them to be an active participant in their care. So to engage with their healthcare team, follow a low sodium diet, get plenty of rest, try to stay as active as they can, and obviously to follow their medical regimen or take their medicines as prescribed. And in fact, Kim and I are here today on behalf of Novartis to talk about heart failure and to talk about a specific medicine designed specifically for patients with chronic heart failure. To patients for adults who have chronic heart failure, and in fact, it was recently granted an expanded indication, so it covers even more patients with chronic heart failure, and that medication is called Entresto. And it'll help keep patients out of the hospital and will reduce the risk of death. And it works best when the heart can't pump a normal amount of blood to the body. Now, we have to always talk about safety, and this drug, like all of our medicines, isn't right for everyone. So if you're pregnant or you become pregnant, or you're taking a medication called an ACE inhibitor or an angiotensin receptor blocker or allospirin, or you have angioedema, so that's a severe allergic reaction where your face, mouth, and throat swell while taking an ACE or an ARB, this is not a medication for you. I think it would be important to talk to your healthcare team to see if this might be a good medication to fit into your regimen.
With these advancements in heart's come a long way, and with this kind of medicine, Kim, how are you doing today with the advancements that they've made in heart and medicine? How are you doing today, and how are you managing your heart failure? 23 years later from the first diagnosis?
Yes, 23 years. I still see my doctor on a regular basis. I'm on the medication that Beth mentioned. No hospitalization since I started that medication. But of course, everyone's experience is different. But on top of medication, I stay positive. I stay busy. I lead a very active life, swimming, being outside, playing with grandbabies. And then I eat a healthy diet. It takes everything. It takes the being healthy and the talking to your doctor. And one of my doctors had told me, stay active. That doesn't mean you have to be at the gym, but just stay busy, whether it's planting flowers outside or playing with grandbabies or swimming in the pool. So life is good.
You bring up a good point, though, that you don't have to go out and run a marathon. You don't have to run a half marathon. You just need to stay active. Get in your garden, work in your garden, walk slowly around your neighborhood, stuff like that. That kind of activity can go a long way in helping you, can it, Kim?
Yes. I've even learned little tricks like even during COVID, I would cook a large meal, and then I would go and deliver it, because when you're cooking, you're standing on your feet and you're moving. Then you got to load everything into your cart and you take it to somebody's house, walk it. So that was some of my activities during COVID, was cooking for some of the seniors that were shut in and things like that.
Well, bless your heart for doing that. Now that's what I love about people from the South. Even if we got issues going on with us, we always got somebody we can help. So bless your heart for doing that, Kim.
Thanks.
Hey, Beth, tell us about where people can go for more information about heart failure and managing their conditions.
Sure. There's a lot of information out there, and you want to get correct, accurate information. I think one of the best websites is Entresto.com. You can learn about the disease state a little bit more than what I explained. It'll give you some tips and tricks to help you manage this condition, and it'll go into a little more detail about the safety information that I mentioned as well, because that's always important too.
So that's Entresto.com.
Yes, sir.
Thanks so much, Beth Davidson, the Director of Heart Failure Disease Management Program at TriStar Centennial Medical Center in Nashville. She also works at, she's on the faculty at Vanderbilt, so very smart person there. And Kim, who is 23 years into this diagnosis and doing well and taking care of other people the way Southerners do. Thanks so much for both of y'all joining us.
Thank you.
Thanks
Have a great day.
You too. Have a great day.
Thank you.
Bye-bye now. You can't never go wrong when you get two good Southern women on the radio. Even if they're talking about heart failure, they can make you feel good inside with the things they do. Kim is 23 years with heart failure, and here she is taking meals to people who need some interaction and meals given to them. Bless her heart. We'll be right back after this timeout. 1370 AM, 96.3 FM, WOCA, The Source.
We're back. The 30th Orlando International Fringe Theater Festival will take place May 18th to the 31st in Lock Haven Park, and digitally June 4th through the 18th through a new program called DigiFringe. Enjoy performances from artists all around the world. Ticket prices range from free to $12 and are available online at orlandofringe.org or at the box office.
Fridays at 9 a.m., WOCA and the Early Learning Coalitions of Marion County will share information on the coalition, what it does, voluntary pre-kindergarten, and more. Roseanne Fricks, Chief Executive Officer, and Elizabeth Yola, Chief Program Officer, will be guests. A bright future starts with preparation now. Knowledge is power, and good beginnings equal great endings. We all benefit from the greatness, so be sure to tune in each Friday at 9 a.m. for early learning right here on The Source.
Hi, I'm Lori.
Hi, I'm Vanessa.
We are
the American Moms.
Join us Monday through Friday,
10:30 to 11 a.m.
On WOCA Radio
96.3 FM
and 1370 AM, The Source. So that wasn't so bad, was it? See, you're going to like radio. It's a lot of fun. And you have to talk. I can't, you have to respond. Just respond to me.
American Moms is brought to you by Stanfield Chiropractic.
Well, the new year is upon us, and that means getting to those forgotten projects that you promised you would. So whether you're tackling a small honey-do list or building the Taj Mahal, Sunbelt Rentals will help you get the job done right with the right tools. From carpet cleaners to excavators, Sunbelt Rentals has what you need. So what are you waiting for? Get it done. Rent it now. From Sunbelt Rentals, located on Highway 27, just a half-mile east of I-75. Or visit sunbeltrentals.com. Get it done. Rent it now. Sunbelt Rentals.
Are you or your loved one being released from a hospital and wondering how you'll manage? Inform your physician that you want to go to Palm Garden of Ocala at 2700 Southwest 34th Street for your rehabilitation. Palm Garden provides pain management, post-discharge follow-up, diabetic care, psychosocial support, and so much more. Plus, they even offer outpatient rehab. This award-winning care facility has a team of licensed professionals dedicated to enhancing your independence. Call 352-854-6262 today.
You're getting ready to move and you work hard. That's why you call Two Men in a Truck, 352-289-0666. You need pros. Trained professional moving experts to do the heavy lifting for you. That's why you call Two Men in a Truck, 352-289-0666. They care about your things as much as you do, and they do it fast and right. That's why you call Two Men in a Truck, 352-289-0666. Visit twomeninatruck.com and get moving.
Two Men in a Truck.
On the first and third Wednesday mornings each month at 9:05 a.m., Robert Colin with On Top of the World will be our guest as we learn all about the exciting lifestyle and new home choices available at Ocala's premier adult active community, On Top of the World. From time to time, Robert will bring guests, and you're